You are now listening to KRAN's podcast, Stories Without Limits. Thank you for tuning in. Hello and welcome to KRAN podcast, Stories Without Limit. I'm your host, Rishan, one of the media ambassador. In today's episode, we are speaking with two young men, Infi and Naveed. Both of them have made their own path here in the UK, for building a career in fitness to working in food and catering at some incredible events. Infi, Naveed, thank you so much for being here. And before we start, can you tell us about yourself and how old are you and what you currently doing?
I'm 28 years old.
Yeah.
I'm originally from Pakistan. And I arrived here almost 2 years ago.
Sure.
Currently I am working with a mushroom farm, and along with that, I'm also studying. I do have a background in IT.
Okay.
So I'm currently studying in data analytics. With that, along with that, on weekends I do work in a restaurant, where in the kitchen with the chef. So that's all I'm doing right now.
It's a lot. That's not just
Yeah, yeah, it sometimes feels a lot,
Okay.
but yeah, it's manageable. Yeah.
Sure. Thank you. Infi?
So I'm a personal trainer.
Okay.
So I'm training people and I'm studying as well. So I'm just trying to finish my level 2 and level 3 trainer course.
Sure.
It's like nearly,
Mhm.
it's still not done. So, yeah, and also I'm doing weekend beach training for market community.
Sure.
Yeah, mostly my life, all life is fitness.
Well, I can see that. So for this one, because you said a personal trainer, how the journey, what's inspire you to start?
So this inspired me. And I just got a lot of bullies when I was kid.
Okay.
So around 13, 12, I just really silent person. And I'm really scared to talk, to make my voice to, and like I just being judged from so many people.
Sure.
And yeah, and so once when I was 14, so I had to wear my uniform, something different. So in primary school, we had to wear a uniform like a very short,
Sure.
short pants and short shirt. So in secondary, I had to wear a long pant. It's like college. In Sri Lanka, it's college.
Yeah.
So in teenage type, the hormone is really it's just so like I'm just looking myself from the mirror. I'm just trying to fix because my body's really fat and yeah, chubby. It's too much chubby. So like 80 in that time, 8 kg. So I am around 14 or something like that. So my brothers came and he said, "Don't try to make yourself. You are really ugly and that stuff."
That's really
So
horrible.
and I was like, okay. I didn't get like I didn't be sad. I just like okay, I'm gonna show you one day.
Okay.
So it took 10 years. Now we can see myself.
Sure.
So yeah, this is my influence. And after that, I play rugby, and I just live this in fitness field. And yeah, his first impression is for that. And being a personal trainer, get influence from my coach.
Sure.
So, and I think I know the journey, and I just like to inspire people, make their life better.
Sure.
And I want to I want to train people to see their true self.
Of course.
Because so many people don't know themselves, how they're strong, especially women. So, especially women, and when I train women, I want to bring their real strength.
Sure.
So yeah, this is kind of stuff. That's women's stuff.
So you believe like also like in terms of is allowing people to express themselves like
Yeah,
through
of
this,
course.
and it's just I mentioned to you I don't like to go to the gym, but once I'm
Look
there,
at that.
so when I'm there I'll be like really happy, because if you have someone like really enthusiastic and trying to just build, and I guess it's like it work in different like mentally, physically, and well-being as well. When once you just go there, and then believe me, it makes your morning really good. Even though like I just said, I don't have that much time for me to go there, but I guess I understand wave, because I met one of my friend. I hate to mention to me that you train them, and then they said like come along, and then you'll be like really happy. And I was like, okay, but the timing is, But so I do understand where you point in terms of how people is allowing people to express them feelings. And
I think it's not only of the body, like it's also the mentally and physically as well. So I'm normally targeting, if my target is make people strong mentally. Is it really important?
Yes,
Or that
indeed.
physical? When you're mentally strong, the physical is so strong as well.
Of course.
So this is my ambition for just now. So I'm living like, so my fitness is my life for now.
Yeah.
After that, could be.
I mean, there's a lot as well to take in from that. Where the other side of me, which is Naveed, he's come to this chef. Can you express more of that on how is like you inspired? And I know one of the things I believe that I heard that you volunteered at the perfect place, perfect place to grow, and you were even honored to cater for opening of Tracy Eminence exhibition. How was that?
Yeah, so I started volunteering for Perfect Place to Grow when they actually opened their doors.
Yeah.
So obviously, when I came to Margate, I didn't knew anything about this town.
Sure.
And I remember Rob, who was the then mayor, he actually invited all of us, and he was also there for a welcome event. And in that event, actually, he tried to connect us with the local people and the local community and the local organizations that are working here. So at that particular event, I actually met with their people at the Perfect Place to Grow.
Sure.
And then they invited me there. So I and a couple of friends of mine, we actually went there, and then we started volunteering there. We started to actually learn all the culinary things, not just cooking,
Sure.
actually how to work in a professional kitchen. And so yeah, it was quite an enjoyable experience for me at that time, because obviously we were staying at the hotel and there wasn't much for us to do.
Sure.
So it was really important for us to spend our time in something meaningful, some sort of learning. So cooking has always been something that I actually enjoy.
Yep.
I mean, in Pakistan, everyone used to ask me, "Did you cook in Pakistan as well?" I was like, "I have never even touched anything."
Really?
So because in our Eastern cultures, it's always the moms
Of course.
who do all the cooking, and they don't even like it if you're in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So so yeah. So yeah. It was actually for the first time that I was actually doing something, and I actually enjoyed it a lot. And then they started doing an open weekends in their training kitchen and cafe, where public could come and have meals prepared by the trainees. So they would invite chefs and mentors from the different cultures, and they would actually teach us. So that was an amazing process, because I actually got to work with some amazing chefs and cooking experts from different places. And then they actually gave us a chance to do one of the weekends on our own.
Yeah.
So me and a friend of mine, Salman, we actually designed the menu. It was all from Pakistan, and we actually made everything with some of our helpers and volunteers. And then on that particular day, when we had the open weekend, Saturday and Sunday, it went super successful, and it was all sold out. And Tracy Amin actually came,
Yeah.
and she had her food. And although she does have special dietary requirements because of her health conditions,
yes.
but still she tried her food, and she just loved it. She was so much in love with the food, especially the dessert.
Yeah.
And so after 2 weeks, she contacted the management of the Perfect Taste Studio, that she's having one of her biggest exhibition openings in London,
Yeah.
at the White Cube, and she want us to cater for that.
That's really
And
nice.
so it was a big thing, but I was also quite nervous, because obviously we couldn't do anything wrong with that. So
It went well.
yeah. So
And how was the experience for you when you started doing chef? Because you mentioned obviously even back home, mainly like females, they are the one that cook, and especially. And as I mentioned here, I like to cook, but I don't like to. I like to eat, not to cook. But I think it's really how that started in a way of for you as an experience, first time to do like such a thing.
I mean, it was as I mentioned that I have always enjoyed cooking myself,
Sure.
even if it's like helping someone with something. So I just find the whole process quite therapeutic, I would say. Whenever I have free time, the first thing I try to do is cook something. So
Invite us, don't forget that.
yeah. So yeah, it was one of the best activities that I did during my time. But the experience that I got from working at the Perfect Place to Grow was very very beneficial for me, and then the opportunities I got from there was just amazing. The biggest one was the catering that we did for Tracy Emin's exhibition event.
Sure.
And when we did it, we actually went to London for a week. We prepared everything in London.
Yeah.
Actually collaborated with a catering company in London, and we worked with their team, with their chefs. We actually taught them. Yeah, because they knew, because normally in these kind of posh events you don't get to have this kind of food.
Of course,
They
especially
have very
spice or anything.
yeah, and a lot of people are saying that they're very artsy people and they might not like this food. And Then I was like, we have been selected. Yeah,
Well, it's a win.
yeah. So yeah, but when we actually cooked everything and we served everything, there were people from all over the world. There were like people from fashion industry, from entertainment, from showbiz, and they were all eating my food. So
It's really great.
yeah, so that was an amazing feeling. And at the end, it was everybody appreciated our effort, and everybody just loved it. So yeah, it was one of the biggest things that I did during my time at the Glenwood. So yeah, so even after that,
Yeah.
I started working in a restaurant. So the experience that I got from the Perfect Place to Grow actually helped me get a job in the restaurant,
Yeah.
and I was able to actually work there. So yeah, I mean, it has been one of the greatest experiences for me after coming here.
That's really, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm happy that worked for you.
Yeah.
And how about the community that you live in? How you feel like in terms of how have you been involved and what kind of support that you had around you?
Yeah, I mean, community has been amazing ever since I've come here. As I told that when I came here, I did not know anything about this town, its
Sure.
people. And when the
The
layout of
barbecue
this town,
community.
yeah, and when he invited us, it was the first time I got to know the people here, and then the kind of support I received from them. One thing is that I actually went out and I got in contact with people, but they also included me.
Of
They
course.
also consider me as a part of the community. So it has been amazing, and the support I have received in different forms, like when I had to find a home for myself after leaving the accommodation. It was the local people who helped me with that. It was the
Okay.
local friends that helped me with that.
Was there an organization or like charity that supported you?
No, actually, it was just a friend of mine from the mushroom farm.
Yeah.
I just told her that I'm looking for something, and she then actually so seriously took that job, and she actually took me to a lot of accommodations. We saw I mean 2-3 accommodations, and then finally I found a really good family with whom I was lodging for last 10 months. So yeah, without her help, I wouldn't have found it easy. It would be very difficult. Even with trainings and volunteering activities, with leisure activities, the local people have made me felt that I belong to the place.
Indeed.
So yeah, it has been amazing. Although there are some elements which are not so welcoming, but at the same time, I do feel that majority is not like that. Majority of the people are really real nice, and they do consider you part of the community. They do want to help you. So I think that's what makes this area special, I think.
Indeed,
Yeah.
it is. And for you, Enfi, what do you think about the community you live in and how have you been involved?
So first example was Emily and Lou.
Yeah.
Emily is my English teacher.
Sure.
Uh,
So you always had that. Help us the English.
yeah, so they started, KRAN started.
Yeah.
3 months course, 3 months.
It was a KRAN.
Yeah, it's KRAN. So first 3 months, I don't know anyone. I really like, in the morning I wake up and crying. Oh, where am I? It's in Margate. If the thing is, if you don't have any community or no friends in Margate, it's gonna be really hard to live in Margate.
Yeah.
So first 3 months like that. So after the 3 months, so I met Emily and Lou from current English class.
Right.
As when I was there, my English level is really zero. Now it's okay, I think.
There you were
Wait.
to having a conversation, all of us.
So I'm really zero then that time, and I don't have any idea what I'm gonna do. And there's no gym, no workouts. Yes, it's also so stress. It's making me so stress as well. After that, I met Lou. So met Lou give me the contact for Jeffrey. Jeffrey is a live artist in market. So I'm doing arts as well. I can drawing to painting as well. So I met him through that. I get to know about the art community in Margate.
Of course, there's many as well as in
Yeah.
markets. Many.
So I got the link for art community, and so through that I just got to know about so many people, and from the field, so beach stuff, and as well. So after the beach stuff, I think I know I involved so many like a Margate Radio, and there's an organization called Art Education, so something like that, in North Down Road. So I work with them as well, me and my friends. So it's like a music stuff.
Sure.
So within kind of stuff, I got to know about people, got to know about community, got to know about organization. Because the thing is, like, when I was there in hotel, so at every opportunities, if I can involve, I'm gonna involve, because it's really important to make the network and community.
Of course.
So I did that. I just went everything for the volunteering, or for the art stuff, for the every activities. I was there. From that, I figured out how to live UK, or
Of course.
I how can use the language. Uh, yeah. So within that, I just learn everything, and my life get bit better. And yeah, I think the community really helped me to make myself, and also I really found so many people, 90% people.
Yeah.
In Margate is really lovable, because this is why I don't want to move to London or something.
Anywhere.
Yeah, because the market give me the hopes to my life.
Of course.
To when I was nothing, market give me the hopes, or market show me the path where I want to go and what I should do. So I didn't have any kind of idea. So this is what I love this community. So this is why I want to give back something for them and for the guys who like us. Yeah. So community is the best for market, but some of
It's always
all
good yourself.
this,
Yeah.
some people use me. I had the experience. This is why I want to share with the who coming to this country as asylum or refugee.
Yes.
So this is why I want to share my experience story in Margate, because I going through a lot of stuff. So I just see every stuff. So there is good people and bad people as well. So yeah.
I think you've got even myself, like when I talk about my experience, I had so much support from my foster family, and I had to try everything, and in terms of education, that it took me 9 years just to finish, even though I could have finished in 3 years, like if there was someone else doing the course of nursing. But I guess it's like my foster care always say to me, Rishan, you're like a sponge. You like observe everything everywhere whenever there's this opportunity. And I guess like that, and for both of you, even Naveed, like when there is people who understand and empathize with our story and understanding who we are, like when they approach us. But also there's the other element, which is people, they just look from outside the screen and then they say, this is this and this is that. But you mentioned again, like giving back to the community, and even you like volunteering at the perfect place to grow. And I think it's like a lot of people, they misunderstand that kind of aspect of our story,
Yeah.
thinking like we are the takers, like we are want to do. You see it all in the media, obviously, and I guess it's just understanding.
Yeah. At the same time, we have to be safe, because we don't really want to be used because of being asylum or because of being a refugee.
Yeah.
It's not, we not like, no one can use us, if it's political party or if it's organization. So like, this is why I'm saying to people, so people can come, oh, this, we're gonna be kind to you, sir, or we're gonna give you something nice things to you. So the thing is, some of stuff, the behind stuff is to be used to make their famous or make get popularity or make the political stuff, so many stuff. So we don't want to be. So we don't want. I don't want. So for me, I don't want to be used for so I'm not allowed to do that. And then this is why I want to speak. And also the people. So when you ask, giving as an asylum, so before you get in status, people are going to come to you and be nice to you, but their intention is really different. So I got so many sexual harassment or abuse or stuff when I was in Margate. So this is why what I'm saying to under 18 or under 19, 20. So I just, in that time, the thing is, we can say you are strong, you can fight, you can scream. No, the thing is like, we are in new country. It's like the situation is really hard. And how we can feel and the voice is really shut down.
Of course, it's because of like you feel like, should I trust these people because I don't know they are.
And also, if you had any kind of bullying or abuse or something like that, but you don't have the voice to speak, but it's shut down. So like the situation is really also shut down. So this kind of stuff, because we don't need to be shut down.
I feel like there is a barrier because of the language or the mental health, or it's because
I think
how the system as well.
lack of knowledge about the rights.
What's your right and responsibility?
This is, I think this is why when I know about my rights, I started to
stand
for rights. So before 3 months, for first 3 months, 4 months, me and Naveed, because we was in hotel, we shut down. We're not speaking. We care taking the food, or we don't care about the hygiene. It's not care. So we not sure. We thought, okay, if we gonna talk about hygiene or if we gonna talk about food, they're gonna misuse our stuff. They're gonna cancel our status. So after that, when I know about my rights, so we stand, I stand. So my friends stand for rights. We speak about the rights. So this is what I want to say to
for the other young people,
of course,
to understand rights as well. Yes, absolutely. I definitely agree with you. And to take me back to this one, like it's like right now, many refugees men are still living in the hotels. I know you mentioned your story, and as well, I believe Naveed, you were there, like still waiting for their application to be processed. And like you've seen a lot of things going on in the media. You've seen a lot of people how they protest and the current situation. How does that make you feel? And what do you want people to understand? Obviously, I can talk about my story, and I do a lot of it, like coming as an accompanied asylum child. But then, even though whenever like I've been put to media talk about this thing, I wouldn't be able to express as much as both of you. So, how do you feel about it, and what do you want people to understand?
First thing is that what's happening right now is, I think, is deliberate. It's not just naturally happening. Whenever these kind of narratives are raised across social media or mainstream media, they are always raised and they're promoted for a purpose, to distract people. And the thing is that what the governments cannot do or don't want to do, or what things that the government do not want to correct or make or improve, they want to put the blame on the people who are vulnerable, who do not have a voice for themselves, just like migrants and refugees. Because we do not have a voice, we do not have any platform to speak for ourselves. Anything could be put on us. We could be scapegoat for anything, for any and every problem in this country. The thing is that it's because obviously, that the systems in the government do not work very in a very transparent manner.
Of course,
there's a rot that is present at the top, but instead of addressing that, and the media and the far right groups and the people sitting in the government and the people sitting in the top political parties, they want to use the refugees and migrants as a scapegoat, and want to put all this blame on them. And why they are so successful in doing that? Because the media is also directly and indirectly trying to portray migrants and asylum seekers in a very bad light.
Sure.
And for example, when media calls asylum accommodations as hotels, I personally take offense in that, because those buildings are not hotels. Those buildings once used to be hotels, which are not being used as hotels right now. And but when the media repeatedly says hotels, hotels, hotels in mainstream news, the message that the common person, the public member of public gets, is that we might be getting luxurious spa treatments inside the hotels. We might be getting heated swimming pools inside. We might be getting room service inside, which is not the case. You know what kind of accommodation we had. So that's what I'm saying. That's directly, and there are some far right media channels which directly promotes this narrative against refugees and migrants, and which is then in turn people and common people against refugees and migrants. And you would know that right now, even the polls suggest that there could be a potential far right government in this country. So this is the level of hatred that is being spread right now. But the thing I want people to understand is that it's not about migrants and refugees. Some 100 migrants coming into this country are not responsible for a weak NHS or a crumbling economic system. How could they be? Just think for a moment. And if you would just think for a moment, you will realize that they're not the problem. They're indeed, they are basically supporting the country in a direct and indirect manner. They are coming in this country. They are studying. We are getting trainings. They are getting jobs. Even they are starting businesses, which in turn employs more people.
Of course.
In one sense, they are actually helping this country. And although they might be running from terrible backgrounds and terrible situations,
Sure.
it's not easy to leave your family and friends behind in a very uncertain manner, and not knowing what your future might be in a new and unfamiliar place. Still, they're coming, and just think about these things, and have a bit of humanity as well. If a person is coming into a country to seek refuge, at least go and try to get some information about them,
Of course.
what they might have been through. So obviously, at the end, I just want to ask the people that do think for a moment when you listen and see the propaganda happening on the television and on radio or any other social media, digital media. Just think for a moment that why and how a few migrants and refugees could be responsible for all of this role in this country.
As a scapegoat, isn't
Yeah.
it? Like for everything to be
Yeah.
blamed, and I always feel the same way of how things is being presented. And I guess it's easier, like anything happen. Oh, if there is refugee, and even the idea of like if we left, everything is going to be sorted, which is
Yeah.
we all know that's not going to happen
Yeah.
because things it's not like that. It's just been unmanaged. And Enfi, how do you feel about it?
The thing is, like, being honest, I'm not watching any news because when I come as if you ask asylum seeker in first periods, there are so many news. This gonna be happen. This gonna be happen. This gonna be happen. So once I just turn off the news and I didn't watch because it's all are political dramas. All are connected to each other. The hotel systems and everything. What happened in the countries, all are connected to links. So when you get to know about the links and when you can see the links, it's all are political dramas. So what I want to say, just want to say for who's seeking asylum currently or recently, because this kind of stuff, because when we was in that time, so last year, the same things happens in so many times, but the things, do what you can do. So because we can't control this kind of stuff. This happens, it's going to be down, go down and going to up. So the thing is, like, in the world, everyone is a refugee once.
Indeed.
Yeah, I think when I live in my country, I'm a refugee. Oh, at first I have sick like that. Yeah, even I didn't apply, but yes, it's like everyone in the world. So it's main things like humanism, right? So the main thing is humanism. So for me, I just not think about this kind of stuff because I'm not getting I'm not getting triggered because I'm doing what I want to do.
Of course.
So
Which is a good mindset to have. It's like, because for some, which it will be really perfect. Like if a lot of refugees or asylum seeker, they feel like, oh, that's not gonna stop me in a way to put me down.
yeah,
But a lot of you will find out, like if you, especially you learn through, like since you came here, of how you, once you knew you're right, and then you stand out. But a lot of them, like who comes just recently,
yeah,
and they got the trauma of the journey, they have English barrier, like mental health barrier, like they didn't had the support like you had with Gran or with Emily and Blue, as you mentioned. So for them, it's just gonna be really hard to take a stand up, and it's just it's hard to take it, because you feel like, I just came now, what did I do wrong?
yeah.
And we see that a lot, like of
But the same thing happened for me as well.
Yeah.
When I had a friend in market.
Mhm.
So when I was in this like we just have it's like sometimes we're handing out
Mhm.
because she's working in the organization.
Mhm.
So but we just close friends. So what's happened when that organization they say you can't hanging out with him because so I see the text messages like they're saying like refugees are criminals. So all the refugees are criminals. So it's really risky to hanging out. So I didn't get triggered because I just said I will show her one day who told me like that. I will show her one day how I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be criminal or I'm gonna be how I'm gonna be in this world. So same thing, like again, journalists say, when you gonna go back to your country? So yeah, he just ask you silly questions, two questions. Why you smiling every time? Why you happy every time? And he asked me like, when you gonna go back to? Do you have any plan? So I said, it's not about where I'm living or which country I'm living. It's about what I'm doing.
Of course.
So
That's
what I'm gonna
perfect
do.
answer.
So what I'm gonna do. It's not about I'm living in UK or Sri Lanka or anywhere else. What I'm gonna do in this world. So yeah. So for everyone's, I just saying this.
Which is perfect answer, believe me, because it's what people tend to put, is like they basically kind of put the scenario of our life, that we're gonna be this and we're gonna do this and we're gonna do this, and it's the answer is like to show them to stand and then be, no, that's who I am and that's what I'm doing. And a lot of like if why always, like whenever like I have an interview, is obviously, okay, yeah, I tell my story of what happening, but people need to understand that in order for someone to be strong, that they need the support of at least people just to be there listening to their story. And that's something people just they not tend to do. And as you mentioned, Naveed, as well, like just pause for a bit and then understand
Yeah.
what's the current situation is happening, and why, and who the blame is easy to put in. And it's just really sad, because you feel like, I just came in here and I can do so much to this country, but because of how I've been presented without my permission, it's just
So like the thing is, in inside people don't know. This is what I say. This is
Yeah.
political drama. People can see, oh, this is refugees get good money for month, for week, and they giving you for 5-star hotel. They giving good food, and they some I see someone like they giving
Free cars.
iPhones,
Free cars.
free cards, blah blah blah. And like, come on. No, there's nothing because we had to fight. We had to cry in there. We had to scream in that hotel because they like the system is it actually is like a it's really hard to explain in the situation in the hotel because yeah, this should be considered.
And did you had to wait for long to have your application has been? Were you waiting for your
I'm waiting for 1 year and 3 months, something like that.
1 year and 3 months?
Yeah.
And during obviously this time that you can't do anything because you didn't have any
No birth
status,
certificate,
grant
no
or
status,
fund.
so I had to pins.
And that's the thing that a lot of people they don't understand.
Yeah.
Like when people in the hotel, they think they are there for luxury, but it's just you don't get your application being processed because you have to wait and you can't work, you can't study, you can't do anything. And a lot of the public, they don't understand. How long did you have to wait?
No, almost same year and 2 months.
Karen same month.
Yeah.
And also like just they paid in a spend card for eight pounds per week. So what I'm doing, so £8 for of £8, 36 or something like that. I just paying for my gym membership, all of that. So I don't have any money after that. So I'm just going gym and just coming back, and yeah, so like it just for 30 like around £30, but only for the month. So all the year, just £30. So people think we're getting hundreds of pounds. I see in the
Social media and how people represent it. It's a lot. It's a lot of misleading and presenting, obviously, of making people to again, it's a scapegoat of how people think our story is, and it's just like it's really horrific and it's annoying as well. Because sometimes I feel like I just wanna stood in front of all these people just to say to them, that's not who we are, and that's basically that's not our story. And I think for that one, what have you to finalize it? What message would you like to share with other young people or young men over 18? Like, could both of you start with Navi?
So yeah, I mean, the main message I would like to give to people like me, people like Infi, to the guys who are arriving or who are already in the accommodation, is to get out and try to connect with people. That's the best way to get recognized. The best way to make friends, the best way to make connections, best way to know the people, know the town, know the community, and also is the best way to get a sense of being part of the community. That's what I tried. I can only tell you by my own example.
Of course.
When I went out, when I tried to connect with people, I did get a very good response. I volunteered with Perfect Place to Grow. I volunteered with the Market Mushrooms. I went volunteered at the Windmill Community Gardens. When I went out, I was accepted by the people. Although there would be some elements that you might not find very welcoming, but you in most cases, most of the people are quite welcoming and quite kind, and they are considerate as well. So do try to make good use of your time. Do try to get out. It can sometimes feel a bit too much to get out, especially if you are not good with the language.
Of course.
You can feel a bit unconfident. You can feel a bit anxious about that. But still, good. Whatever you can say and speak, just try to go out and try to learn the language if you can. There are opportunities available in the accommodation and outside the accommodation, who are helping the guys to learn the language. So do try to do that, and the main thing is to just get out and try to connect with people, make friends, try to do something meaningful, something good with your time. And these are the things that will help you in the long run a lot. Whether it's about getting integrated in the community, whether it's about education, whether it's about training, employment, having a bright future here. These things, these people, these connections will help you in a long, long way. So that's the only thing. And another thing is that do try to be aware of your surroundings. Do try to get awareness about your rights and responsibilities. This society might not be the same as the society that you have come from.
No.
So do try to learn the norms and values of this society as well. And do try to integrate as much as you can. And yeah, and not just about the rights, but also your responsibilities. And do try to set a good example of yourself. Because the thing is that when we people come in this country and this community, we are judged more. A normal native person won't be judged like that, the way we get judged. So it's extremely important to get a good example out there. And because the thing is that even if one person among us does something bad, the blame is put collectively on all of us.
It's like what happened now.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a collective punishment for everyone. So it's really important to set a good example and be a good example for everyone.
Sure. Thank you so much. That's a lot. Thinking, isn't it? And Envy?
From my experience,
Sure.
don't let people to use your soul and your life because you are important, you have value, because so you have the right to live in this world. I just think about that, and me and Navid. So we did in when I was in his hotel, what we can do. So there is something to do. So for me, so fitness, I did give the 100% to the fitness when I was in the asylum. I just go into every single day the gym. I did the workout. This is what I can do. Only I can do. I give the 100%. So I got so many network community full through that. Now we do the cooking and stuff.
Sure.
So we give this 100% only one work. So what we can do, only that. So there is something. Every time we can find something to do those, like, don't waste the time and get to know about the rules of the country. Is really important to respect man or woman, or because this is a new culture, it's a new people, it's a new society, new community. Some people can be confused. It's normal. So every time, so it's really important to get to know about rules and respect others and respect yourself as well. That's it.
Thank you so much. That's a lot from a chef and then from personal training. I think you eat here and then you train there. So it's a combine. Thank you so much, Enfi and Naveed, for sharing your experience with us today and for giving us a real insight into the lives of young men building their future here in the country. Their stories remind us that behind the headlines are individuals with the skills and ambition and resilience to overcome the challenges. For our listeners, thank you so much for joining us today on Stories Without Limit. If you enjoyed this episode, please follow our podcast and share us with other people. Till next time, stay tuned and stay connected.